today's theme is being an artist and doing artistry of any sort and the struggles therein. And I don't mean the starving artist, the person that does the art and then doesn't get paid to it. I mean the creative person who is trying to find their path. So basically me. I have this tendency to think I'm a fruitcake. A fruitcake is something that when you receive a fruitcake from somebody, you're always like, oh, thanks. How nice of you to do that. But you don't mean it. It's insincere. You try to be nice because you know the person who gave it to you was trying to do something good, but nobody likes fruitcake. And I feel right now in my life like I am the fruitcake. And I don't like feeling that way because, like fruitcake, my intention is to be delicious and something that people enjoy. But it's hard to tell when people are being sincere about their interest in what I'm doing and when they're just being polite. And that's the personal problem, and that's not something that, if you have sympathy for me on that, that just adds to the fruitcake complex that I have. Because then you're, oh, I'm so sorry that you don't know that people actually like you, and that is the same thing. I think there's a huge struggle between enjoying what I do and actually being good at it or entertaining. It's interesting when you think about it in the context of, is this person do they just enjoy doing the art, or are they actually good at it? They should pursue it and they could possibly make a career out of it. And look at Hitler. And I'm not talking about his genocidal tendencies. I am talking about the fact that he originally wanted to be an artist. And I mean, not that his artwork was bad. I've seen some of it, and I'm not an art scholar, but it's not that bad. But it was apparently not good enough for him to make a career out of it. So, enter genocidal tendencies. And I am not, saying that I'm gonna be the next Hitler, because that is the most morose statement that you could make. But I definitely feel that sense of I really, being a person who really enjoys doing something like this and not getting that positive feedback from the art critics, if you will, or the YouTube critics. It makes me wonder if, God, I don't want to say it, but I guess it's the honest truth, if I should be doing this. And, not that validation is everything, but it is kind of important. That whole thing rests on me. And I know that, I have to woman up, as one of my favorite characters in Big Hero 6 says, because I love feminism. That basically I just have to woman up and admit that I am awesome. And God, that sometimes is so freaking hard to do, which is, there again, why DFTBA is not an easy thing. And John Green has said that in a video. DFTBA is not easy. It's hard to not only always be awesome, but to remember that you are awesome. And sometimes I don't feel awesome. And it sucks. And that is my, scary truth, is that as much as I enjoy this, I don't always know that I'm good at it. But in other news, I'm going to see Hank Green in concert this weekend, because yay! And I'm really excited about that. I'm going with my husband. We're going to stay in a hotel overnight, and we're not going to have our kids because our in-laws are awesome, and my mom is awesome, and her husband is awesome, and everybody in my family. I'm grateful for the opportunity to go away and not be a parent for a couple of hours. I'm always grateful for that because I love it. I love it. I'm proud of my kids. Happy to be a mom, but you know, sometimes I just want to be Liz, right? Sometimes I just want to be me. I guess I want to share the message. Even people who are doing the things don't always know that they're good at the things that they do. There is a line in a song by Macklemore. The greats weren't great at birth. The greats were great because they paint a lot. And that line for me was one of those moments of recognition. Van Gogh didn't pop out the artist that he was. He worked on it. And yeah, talent is a huge part of being able to do something, but you know, if you don't hone your talent and if you don't work on your craft, you're never gonna get good at it, and you're never gonna be one of the greats. And you don't have to be one of the greats, but if you don't work at something that you enjoy, you're never gonna get good at it. And I think for me, I know I'm not like really good at this yet, but I feel that if I just keep working at it, I will be? Question mark. But there's such truth to that statement. There's such a truth and a recognition that, you know, great artists worked at it, and they got better because they worked at it, and they didn't give up because something that, you know, either they couldn't help or something that they were incredibly passionate about. And I definitely have a passion for this. I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. I think Veda has a part to play in that because I'm doing it every single day, but it's just such a great way for me to express myself, to communicate with people, and to share my humanity, like I've said before. And these are all the things that I want to do, and these are all of the skills and talents that I think that I have. And you know, my Q&A video, I've gotten some pretty good responses on from people, and that's my sense of humor, and that was also some writing. And those things, I think, definitely played into, you know, doing this. In the end, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I'm never gonna stop doing this unless John Green knocks on my door and says, Liz, stop doing this. Or anybody that I, you know, really, really, really admire. And you know what? If Zay Frank knocks on my door and says, Liz, just stop, then I'll stop. But until then, I am gonna hone my craft because I believe in this and I'm passionate about it. And even though I've been doing this for almost half a year, take the positive spin on it, I have gotten better in that time. So give it a year and see how much better I can get. And so I think that on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for today, and we shall see what happens tomorrow. And I love you all very much, and I thank you for watching this, and I thank you for your support, and I will work on taking it to heart.